Hello there, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between and beyond. I'm Jamie with Supercool Pedals, and I'm just here to give a few manic updates as to some of the comings and goings of Supercool Pedals, some neat things that have happened in the pedal world in the last couple of weeks, and as well just some kind of interesting tangential things that are happening in my life that I kind of want to share with you guys. So first off, I want to thank everyone for a successful release of the DIY distortion kit. That came out a couple of weeks ago. I sold a whole boatload of them. I'm really overwhelmed with it. It was a lot of fun. I'm really happy that I got to share my love of pedal building with everyone else. So thank you to everyone who picked one up. We are on pre-order on them right now, so I'm going to have some more kits ready to buy in a couple weeks' time when new parts and supplies come in, so you can hop on that pre-order list for the time being, and we'll ship one out as soon as we have them ready. And I do encourage everyone who bought one of those kits to share your work, your successful build on social media, tag us. I would love to see what you guys have done with them and hear some of the awesome music that you've made. And we do have a bunch of dealers who also have these kits on hand too, so make sure you check the retailer section of the website so you can check out where you can buy one of these kits in store as well. Next, I want to thank JHS Pedal for selling us out of the Thneeds for a period of time of about a month. Luckily, we have shipped out all the pre-orders. I've went through a manic building stage this week, built all of the Thneeds, got all the pre-orders shipped out, and I'm happy to say they're back in stock for now. So go ahead and grab one of those if you've been eyeing one, because I'm going to have to do another reorder of supplies on those guys in the next few weeks. But for the time being, boom, back in stock. Thank you again, JHS, for the awesome coverage and everything you do for the pedal community. Next, I want to talk about some other new pedal releases that have happened in the last couple of weeks. We've got our friends over at Summerschool Electronics who just released their Spring Break Reverb, which is an absolutely phenomenal sounding pedal. Go check them out. One of my favorite pedal companies out there. It's a really sick sounding reverb. I'm going to maybe try and approach Mark and try and get a swap for one of those things, because I don't have a reverb on my rig and I really like the sound of that one. And next, we've got Tuesday Experiments just released their Sonic Drive Discrete, which is a mini drive pedal. I absolutely love the design and aesthetic of Tuesday Experiments. They look just, I wish I was as good of a designer as he is. And that pedal looks and sounds absolutely phenomenal. So go check that out. Really, really cool pedal. And next, we have some really exciting IRL events coming up for Supercool Pedals and a bunch of other awesome companies too. Well, the one that I'm most excited about right now is we're going to Portland for the Stompbox exhibit on, April 12th and 13th, I believe, at Jaja PDX, wherever that is. Really excited about that one. I get to go and hang out with my friends Peter, Barton, and Jesse over at Cosmodio, who we're actually getting an Airbnb together, so I'm really excited to get some bro hangs over there. And more importantly, I get to hang out with so many other pedal nerds. We're going to have a booth set up. We'll be selling lots of super cool pedals at a bit of a discount, and you can try out some pedals as well as other awesome companies that are going to be there. These events are always one of my absolute favorite things. It's going to be an awesome way to sort of kick off the spring and summertime season. Very, very excited about that, so come join us. And simultaneously, Supercool Pedals is also going to be doing another event in Toronto on April 13th at the same time. So I haven't quite figured out how to clone myself and be everywhere that I want to be at once. So in my stead, my beautiful wife, Carissa, is going to be attending that event, and one of my best friends in the world, Ty, is also going to be manning that booth. So the two of them are, more than capable. They're going to be nerding out with you guys and talking pedals. We're also going to be selling pedals there in Toronto if you want to show up at that show. I wish I could be there because my really good friends at Outside Marketing and Sales are putting that event on. I really, really wish I could be there. I'm having a lot of FOMO. So if you're in the Toronto area, go say hey to Ty and Carissa and play some other pedals. Take lots of pictures and tag me in it so that I can also be simultaneously watching that content roll in as I'm in Portland and help me not have so much FOMO. And another note for these events, we will be selling limited edition colorways of certain pedals at these events. There's some stuff that I haven't even talked about, but we're going to keep them limited to just in real life events, maybe some dealer stuff. But if you want a special limited edition pedal, show up at these events and take a look and see what you can find. And next, we got to talk about power and the power outage that happened here in Peterborough. So about a week ago, we had a big crazy ice storm, and I won't rehash the whole thing, but we were without power for only 3.5 days. We were really lucky. Some people, I think, still don't have power going on a week right now, but we're back. Everything is absolutely fine. I had to catch up a little bit on soldering and building pedals and paperwork and stuff like that, but we got through it. Everything's absolutely fine, and yeah, thank you to everyone for your concern and support throughout that. It was a bit weird and scary. There was a lot of branches falling down, and nature doing some culling of some tree trimming of her own accord. So anyway, everything's fine now, and we're kind of back to normal. I was honored to be a guest of the Guitar Dads podcast a couple weeks ago that aired last Thursday, I think. Really awesome hang. That was a whole lot of fun. They managed to do an awesome job getting my guard down, and I probably talked a little bit too much smack than I should have, but in either case, we had a wicked time, wicked chat with them, and wicked hang. So go check out that podcast via the Guitar Dads, and subscribe to them. I absolutely love listening to their podcast. They get some really awesome creators and musicians and builders on there too. So absolutely subscribe to them and check that stuff out. And just the last thing that I sort of want to soft launch and talk about here is my band is back together. We've been back together for the better part of a year. We're called Color TV in Every Room, and I'm really, really excited. This is, a band that has been sort of on and off again for the past 15 years. I'm really excited about this iteration. It's my best friend Ty on bass, my good friend Brandon on drums. Ty is playing bass and organ and synth, and I'm playing guitar and vocals. So really, really excited about this. We're kind of a mishmash of if Nirvana and Sonic Youth had a baby, and then Stereolab and Radiohead also had a baby, and then those babies grew up in the 90s and then had their own baby. That's kind of the sound of Color TV in Every Room. I've kind of slashed all of the previous socials and just launching back up on Instagram right now. So you can go, if you like the sounds of what I've just described, go check us out over on whatever. I'll tag the Color TV in this thing here, Color TV in Every Room. There's only a couple of things up there. We're going to be launching an EP relatively soon. We've got our very first show happening here in Peterborough at the legendary Pig's Ear Tavern on April 20th, Easter Sunday. That's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're in the area, come see the show and subscribe to the socials for Color TV for the time being. They are going to have a bigger part in Supercool Pedals videos as well in the future. So I'm really, really excited to tie that in and kind of share what I've, have done musically for the past couple of decades and tie it into Supercool Pedals. That's going to be kind of heartwarming for me, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So that's it for now. I don't even know what this is, like a 10-minute video or something like that. I'll have to cut this down. Might try and do a format of this, on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, something like that, because there's not enough time for me to make content and build pedals and do all the paperwork and the business and everything all at once. So anyway, if you like this, let me know. If you don't like this, keep it to yourself, or let me know, whatever. It depends on how much of a dick you are. And yeah, we'll catch you soon, and hopefully I'll have some I'll do some live vlogging on these events that are happening next weekend and beyond that. So thanks for joining, and we'll see you soon, or not, whatever. Bye. Jazz hands. Jazz hands? That's jazz hands. Jazz hands.